So yeah, good morning you guys. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. It is our first class of 2022. We are going to be using hand weights today as well as a cushion. So you will need a cushion for one of the exercises. And so as usual, I'm going to start by demonstrating really quickly here. You're going to get started on your upper body warm-up, neck, shoulders, arms, and maybe some forward folds as you watch me demo. And then I'm going to finish us off with a lower body warm-up and just kind of finish off our warm-up to get us going. First time after a little break, so take it easy. Think about your basics. Think about keeping your torso nice and long, your rib cage stacked over your hips. Protect your lower back. Keep your belly button nicely connected. We don't want to suck it in, but we do want to have an awareness of your abdominals. And just think about posture throughout, okay? And don't forget to breathe. So, number one, we're going to have our weights in our hand. They're going to be bent up like this in our elbows. We're slightly turned out, coming into a squat. It's a slow squat. We're coming down for a count of 3. So we'll go down 3, 2, 1. Once we're down here, we're going to hammer curl out, pull back in, and stand tall, squeeze the glutes, and press up. Now just really be aware that when you're pressing up, you're not pushing your hips forward, okay? Just find a nice tall stance. Don't let those hips jut forward as you stand. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, we're gonna bring one arm up and keep it there. We wanna keep this little space between our ear and our shoulder. We're coming into a single-sided lunge back. So you'll be lunging back with the opposite leg, stand tall. Lunge back, stand tall. At the halfway mark, we switch the arm. So the arm that's in the air is the one with the standing leg. So then we'll switch and we'll go to the other side. Lunge and stand. We're really driving the heel into the floor, keeping our torso nice and tall. Number 3, we're going to come into our strong hinged stance. Everyone's is going to be a little bit different. So if your lower back is an issue, you're going to stay a little more vertical, okay? We're going to row, and then we're going to butterfly. So it looks like this. It's 2 moves. Row back and butterfly. And then after about 4 of those, you could stand tall. If your back's bothering you at all, stand tall, regroup, send your bum back out, and start again. Okay? Then we're coming to the top of our mat. For number 4, we're going to squat down, put your weights down, step out to your plank. You're going to lift your legs 1, 2, 3, 4, and then step your feet back and stand tall. Now, if that plank isn't working for you, your modification for this is to step out to the plank, lower the knees, row 4 times, and then the same thing, stepping forward and standing tall. So that's the modification there if the plank is not for you, okay? Number 5, we are going to come down. This is where the cushion comes into play. You're going to grab your cushion, put it between your lower legs, squeeze it. We're going into a Russian twist, holding one weight. You're going to come through, and just notice that my spine is not long here, okay? So I'm not back here hinged in a long spine. I'm keeping my spine rounded. I'm keeping my ribs reaching to my hips. Think about the letter C. So the top of your head is the top of the C. Your tailbone is the bottom of the C, okay? So we keep the belly button in and we twist, squeezing this cushion between our knees. Number 6, we come all the way to the mat. And the weight is going to go behind your head, okay? So you're holding this weight behind your head. You're imprinted. Your legs are in tabletop. We're going to flex up. Keep the weight where it is. And then we're going to reach the legs, tap the weight to the shins, bring it back to your head, and lower down. Flex up, reach, back to the head, and lower down. The modification here, head stays down, and just the arms move, touching the shins with the weight. That's your modification, just holding your imprint and moving the arms, okay? For fine tuning today, we will flip onto our tummy, head goes under the hands, and we're gonna do some slow swimming legs, reaching your legs long and kicking the legs, slow flutter kick, okay? And then we'll take a shell stretch and get some water and start again. All right, I'm just gonna turn on the music and we are ready. Set your station up and let's get to it. Okay. Okay guys, here we go. So I'm going to finish up our warm-up. Let's come into the center of your mat, just a couple of circles just to finish up. A couple big circles here. Draw in through your tummy, and then let's go backwards. Big and wide. Nice. One more. Nod your chin, roll down, keep a little bend in your knees. Take a halfway lift. Press your hands into your shins, reach the crown of your head. Holding there, bring your arms up. Let's circle like breaststroke. Reach out and pull to your side. Just getting in touch with a longer breath here. Inhale, exhale, pull. You have a bend in your knees, reach your spine long. 2 more. Think about the middle back. And let's fold down. Bend your knees deeply, bring your sit bones towards your heels, extend the legs up. And bend them down, and extend up. 2 more, bend deeply, extend the legs, keep your abdominals connected here, and up. Let's ragdoll up, take your time. Stay round as long as you can. Stack your spine, head and shoulders are last. Rolling those shoulders, come to a wide stance, arms are long, side bends. Just waking up your spine a little bit here. Imagine you're between 2 pieces of glass. Keeping your head on top of your shoulders. Awesome. Let's come into a wide squat and then over side to side. Hands at heart center. We're just waking up our legs. Send your sit bones way back. Let's lift up the tummy. Reach your spine nice and long. Keep a proud chest here. Just waking up those knees. Stay low. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come up tall. Bring the feet together. Last thing here, let's just wake up the ankles. Little half squat up into a calf raise. Challenging our balance a little bit. Two more. Last one. Letting that go, shaking it off. I'm going to set the timer, grabbing your weights. Okay, so let's start. Weights are bent here. We're going to come slightly turned out. Down we go for 3, 2, 1. While we're out here, hammer curl, back in, stand tall, squeeze your glutes, back to the shoulders. We go down, 3, 2, 1. Hammer curl, in, press up, squeeze, back to the shoulders. Nice work. So it's nice and slow on the way down and then lots of power on the way up. Down, down, 2, 1. Great work. Pull it in. Press it up. We're halfway there. Down. Oh, sorry, I went right down, guys. That was me. My brain's not quite turned on yet. 3, 2, 1. Out. In. Press. Back to the shoulders. 3, 2. Think about your pinky toe and press. Nice job. Keep those shoulders out of the ears. 2, 1, out, in, press. We're almost there. There we go, last one. Let's bring the right arm up, the left arm down. The left leg steps back and up. Stepping back, pressing up. Now with that arm up in the air, it's easy for the rib cage to pop forward. We really want to keep control, stay stacked, really using that front foot. The right leg is working hard. Keep nice and square in the hips. See if you can drop your shoulder down a little. And we're switching sides. Other arm goes up. Now it's the right leg that steps back. Drive that left heel right into the floor. Pick up your toes on that front foot and notice where the weight is. Can we drop the shoulder a little? Open up the space between the ear and the shoulder. Coming up next, we have those hinged rows. And let's go there now. Send your sit bones way back, bent knees. Let's row for 1. Butterfly for 1. That's it. Row, butterfly. Your spine stays exactly where it is. Butterfly. Keep a little bend in your elbows. And then stand tall, reset, and go again. We just want to make sure our lower back doesn't get irritated here. Keep your belly button really connected. Pull. And it's all the back of the shoulder, middle back. Nice work. Stand tall when you need to and reset. Usually every 4 reps. Pull it in. Can you lift your abdominals more? Bring them a little closer, keep them with you. And are we breathing? Big exhales when it's hard. Nice work, you guys. Okay, come to the top of your mat. Keep your weights with you. Squat down. Put the weights down. Step out to your plank. 4 times with leg lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then step forward. Stand tall. Bring the weights up. Squat down. Modification here. Your knees are down and you're rowing 4 times. Stepping out, find that perfect plank, reach through your spine, 4 lifts. And then stepping back, standing tall, squeeze those glutes. Keeping your abdominals on the whole time here. Your head is going to want to drop down. Keep reaching through the crown of your head. Step forward, stand tall, squeeze. We're almost there. Coming up next, we have our Russian twist. Come to the mat. Let's go there now. Grab your cushion. Throw it between the lower legs. Squeeze that cushion. Roll onto your sacrum, your tailbone. And we're twisting side to side with an exhale. Remember that letter C. We don't want to let the spine be long. We want to stay connected in the center. The back elbow is pulling around. Keep your eyes going the same direction as the weight. Keep squeezing that cushion. Big exhale as you twist. Can you draw your belly button in just a little? Squeeze that cushion. We're almost there. 15 seconds. Nice and controlled here. You're resting on your tailbone. Nice work, you guys, all the way to the mat. Imprint your spine. Put the lower spine into the floor. The weight comes behind your head. We're flexing up. Reach the legs, tap the weight to the shins, come back behind the head and lower. Flex up, reach the weight, pull it back and lower it down. Reach back to the head, lower it. Stay imprinted the whole time. Back to the head and down. Think about softening the rib cage. If you are modifying here, you're leaving your head down, keeping your legs in tabletop, and just moving the arms. Coming up next, we'll flip onto our tummy to finish with some slow swimming. Swimming legs. There we go. Turn onto your tummy. Head goes on your hands. Legs are long. Wiggle your hips for a moment and then start to kick your legs up. One at a time. Slow swimming kick. Reaching right out from the hip joint. Draw your belly button up away from the mat to support your lower back here. And breathe deeply. See if you can drop tension from your shoulders. There we go. Let's push into our shell stretch. Take a minute. Nice job, you guys. Round one is done. Grab a sip of water. We're back at it in 30 seconds. Whoever was in the gym last night left the heat on. So it is like sweltering in here. And also, this is hard this morning. Let's grab our weights, guys. We're into it here. Come to that wide stance, toes are turned out. 3 counts down, here we go. 3, 2, 1, hammer curl, in and press. Nice job. Whenever we press, I want you to think about your abdominals as much as your glutes. So as we come up, there's work on both sides of your body. 2, 1, hammer curl, and press. 3, 2, 1. The weight should be in the heels. And press. 3, 2, 1. Pick up your toes and just make sure you've got the weight where it should be. 3, 2, 1. And press. Squeeze your glutes. Out, in, press. Nice work. We're all in sync. Yay! 3, 2, 1. Out, in, press. Awesome job, you guys. Okay, come to standing. Right weight is up, left leg is stepping back. Press up through that right heel. You could touch the back knee to the floor or not. Whatever works for you. Strong, stable shoulder here. Exhale as you press up. Let's draw in through the tummy. Think about that internal corset. A belt wrapped around you. All right, let's switch arms, switch legs. keep your mind on the center of your body. Check on your shoulder, make sure it's dropping down, away from the ear. Coming up next, we have those hinged rows, hinged butterfly. And let's go there now. Find your strong stance, bum goes back, bent knees. Pull in and butterfly. Pull, squeeze the back of the shoulder. After about 4 reps, stand tall and reset. And remember, it's totally okay if you're a little more vertical. Most important is that your lower back feels great and it doesn't feel like it's straining. That's it. Pull. Keep your abdominals lifting away from the floor. Think about the backs of the shoulders. Sometimes we can go too far back with our butterfly. Make sure you're keeping it all feeling good in the shoulder joint. Breathing deeply. Almost there. Nice work. Come to the top of your mat. Squat down, put your weights on the floor. Step out to that plank, 4 lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then step forward, stand tall. I'll show the modification. You're coming down, knees are down. We're rowing 4 times, staying really square. And then you're doing the exact same thing, stepping forward, standing tall. 1, 2, keep those hips lifted. Your head is going to want to drop, guys. Keep that neck long and reaching. Abdominals are connected. Everything is nice and long and strong. Last one. Great job, you guys. Come down, grab that cushion, put it between your knees. Find your tailbone, scoop in your belly, and we're going side to side. Don't let that rib cage fall back behind you. Keep it up and engaged in the center. Big exhale as you twist. And keep squeezing. You should feel your inner thighs working here. Pull that back elbow back. Really feeling your obliques light up. Draw it in through your belly button just a little more. Almost there, guys. 5 seconds. Keep it up. Get a couple more in there. Awesome work. Come down to the mat. Imprint your spine. Legs in tabletop. Weight goes behind your head. We flex up first. Then inhale, reach the legs, reach the weight to the shins. Exhale back to the head. Inhale down. It's like 4 steps. We flex up, we reach, we go back to where we were, and then we lower. Keep thinking about that lower back on the mat. here. It's all pretty small. And your goal is to stay connected in the middle of it all. All right, you guys, flip right over onto your tummy. Hands under the head. We're gonna get back in touch with our breathing. Leg lifts. Slow swimming legs. Reach through the leg, keep it as straight as you can. And let's lift the tummy. Just touch base with the abdominals. Breathe really deeply as you lift your leg. Right from the hip, the knees don't bend. That's it, push into your shell stretch. Whew. Couple of nice deep breaths there. Let your tailbone release down to your heels. And let's grab a sip of water. We are halfway there. All of these exercises are going to start to feel a little more clear in your mind. All right, let's do this, guys. Wide stance, toes are turned out. Let's go down for 3, 2, 1, hammer curl. And press it up. Think about your abdominals and your glutes on that press. Reach it out, pull it in, press it up. 3, 2, 1. Slow down. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. 3, 2, 1. Put the weight in those heels. Think about your pinky toes. Glue them down into the floor. 15 seconds here, you guys. You've got this. Keep it up. That's it. Right arm stays up. Left leg steps back. And press up. Shoulders are going to start to feel tired. Big exhale as you stand tall. Push through the heel. Right down through the floor. We're staying super square here in the chest and the hips. Let's switch arms, switch leg. Check the shape of your torso here. Keep those abdominals on. Otherwise, you can end up dumping into the lower back a little here. So make sure there's work on both sides of your torso. Coming soon into those hinged rows. Let's do it now. Send your bum back, bend your knees. Let's do it. Row and butterfly. Long spine. Reset whenever you need to. Better to reset your posture than to keep going if your back is bugging you. Keep those abdominals lifting. We're halfway there. Think about the middle of your back, right behind, between your shoulder blades, behind your rib cage. Big exhales as you pull in and press out. Last one. Awesome job. Come to the top of your mat. Squat down. Find that perfect plank and lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step, step. Stand tall. Lift the abdominals. Squeeze the glutes. The head is in line with your spine. Keep breathing. Almost there. Keep it up, keep it up. Awesome job, you guys. Make your way to the floor. Grab your cushion. Put it in between the legs. Find your tailbone. Scoop in the belly. And let's twist. Exhale every time. Inhale through center, exhale as you twist. Already halfway there. Keep squeezing that cushion. Think about your inner thighs. Stay strong here. Keep that spine curled. Awesome. Down to the mat. Weight behind the head. Imprint. Legs are up. Flex up. Reach. Back to the head. Lower down. Four separate moves here. Your rib cage is reaching towards the hips. Almost there. Awesome work. Flip it over onto your tummy, head on the hands. Exhale as you lift one leg and then the other. Legs are long and straight, like you're trying to reach energy through the leg, right out the tips of your toes. And let's drop a little tension out of the shoulders. Let those shoulders drop down. Big exhales as you lift those legs. That's it, you guys. Push through to your shell stretch. Have a moment. Catch your breath. Last round is coming up. Grab a little sip. So like always in the last round, let's stay focused. Keep your form at the front of your mind. Stay connected with what's happening here in the center of your body. Turn your feet out just a little. Let's do this. Lower down. 3, 2, 1. Hammer curl, back, and press. Nice job. 3, 2, 1. Keep those pinky toes glued down. All the weight is going to want to fall into your big toes. So use the whole foot here. Imagine you have a belt on, just a little bit too tight. Keep that connection in the center of your body. Awesome work, you guys. Keep it up. We're almost there. Okay, we're into those lunge backs. Right arm up, left leg back. The other weight, obviously, just at your side. Big exhale as you stand tall. And let's switch sides. Left arm up, right leg back. Big breathing here. These are going to start to feel really tiring if they don't already. Keep it up. There's your last one. Awesome job, you guys. Find that hinged stance. Bum back, spine long. Row. Butterfly. Just be mindful of the ranges of motion with your butterfly. Your arms shouldn't go behind you. Keep your head in line with your spine. At this point, the head is going to start to feel really heavy. The neck is going to want to let it drop. Stand tall. Can you lift your abdominals more here in this hinge? Think about the backs of your shoulders here. A few more. Awesome work. To the top of your mat. Squat down. Out to your planks. Make that plank perfect before you do anything else. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step, step, and stand. Doesn't matter how many we do. Keep those abdominals on the whole time. And just really watch your neck position here too. Lift the abdominals like crazy. "15 seconds, you've got this." Okay, you guys, we're down to the mat. Grab that cushion, squeeze it. Roll onto your tailbone, stay rounded. And we're into our twist. Your eyes follow your elbow, your back elbow. If this hurts your back at all, come a little taller. Exhale every time. Can you squeeze that cushion a little more? Scoop in the belly, hollow out the front. Last one. Come down to the mat. Weight goes behind your head. Legs are up. You're imprinted. Let's flex. Reach. Back to the head and lower down. Notice how your core and your center stay exactly the same through all of this motion. Keep your chin gently tucked here. Can we drop the belly button down just a little towards your spine? Almost there, keep it up. So good, you guys. Flip it onto your tummy. Last fine tuning. Catching our breath. Tune into your center here. Just check in. Are your abdominals still connected? Reach through those legs as they lift. And let's drop the shoulder tension. That is it, you guys. Take a moment and then push into your shell stretch. I'm going to take us through a short cool down. So let's all end up right here in our shell. You can have your thighs wide if that feels good. Rest your head on the mat. And just take a few long, deep breaths here. Notice your heartbeat. And breathe lots of air into your lower back. The breath is going to start to slow. And then let's come out to our all fours position, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And let's just come through some cat-cows. So you'll just push up, rounding your spine. Just go free form. Make sure you get a nice stretch through the mid-back. And then come through, unwinding your spine, going into a cow stretch, letting the tummy drop a little bit, the chest opens. And then you go from there back up into your cat, angry cat. And back through to our cow. One more time up to angry cat. And while we are up there, we're going to stay there and just gently twist. So you're getting a little bit of rotation while you're up it there in that angry cat. And then let's come back to a nice long spine. Drag your right leg forward into pigeon, pulling that knee up and underneath you, and then let yourself come down onto your forearms. We're just going to breathe into the tension in our hip. See if you can let your body be a little heavier on your mat. Let that back long leg drop into the mat. Continuing to slow your breathing. Two more long, deep breaths here into your hip. And then gently coming back out and switch legs. Drag the left one up and under you. And then coming down onto your forearms. Same thing here. Just breathe into the tension that you feel. And let your bones be heavy on the mat. Maybe about one more breath there into your hip. And then let's push out of that stretch all the way on to our backs. Opening up the arms wide, palms are facing up. And let your feet come wide so that your pinky toes are off of the mat. We're going to just come through our windshield wipers. Side to side here. Take your time dropping one knee in and the other leg just topples over, comes along for the ride. But it's about the leg that's turning in. Just getting lots of great range of motion through your hip joint here. And let's let them drop off to one side, keep them there. And allow the back hip to open on the front side. Maybe you drag that back heel up towards your bum cheek just a little bit. And then let's come through to the other side, letting the legs drop down, whichever side you're on, pulling that back heel up towards your bum a little bit, and just enjoying that stretch through the front of this back hip. Come back through center. Wrap your arms up into eagle arms, just twisting the arms up, pulling the shoulder blades away from each other. And reach your elbows up to the ceiling. And then release that tension, let them fall back to the floor. And then reach up to the ceiling with the points of your elbows. And down. One more time. And release, opening up your arms, palms go back up, and now wrap them up the other way. I can barely do this side. All right. And then same thing, reaching those elbows up to the ceiling. And letting that go, opening those arms back up. Let's turn the hips, come all the way up to seated. And let's finish cross-legged. If that doesn't work for your hips, just keep your legs wide. And we're just gonna forward fold over the legs. Walk your hands out in front of you. Leave your sit bones on the mat. So don't let the sit bones get too light. We're gonna keep them heavy, heavy on the mat. And just forward fold. Let's breathe into the lower back, into the hips here. Every exhale, you're going to soften towards the mat just a little more. One more big deep breath there. Connect with your belly button just a little as you walk your hands back. And we come up nice and tall. Shake your body. Nice work, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. There's more snow out there than you think. Like, it's actually like this much snow. It's crazy. I was very surprised. So everybody be safe today. Stay warm and cozy. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.